Henry Kissinger, perhaps our most successful Secretary of State. He's quite up there in age right now, so you have to listen closely here. He did an interview, and he said one of the biggest mistakes Germany ever made was taking in all of these people, the Syrians, the Muslims that came in that didn't see eye to eye. Culturally, it was too big a challenge. Listen to Kissinger.
It was a grave mistake to let in so many people of totally different cultural and religious and concepts, because it creates a pressure group inside each country that does that.
So he said basically it creates a pressure group within each country. I remember doing so much reporting on Germany as some of these people had come in from Syria and other places, these quote unquote refugees. And it was such a challenge because, well, little things like Germany has a tradition of pools and everybody swims in the pools. Well, the men didn't understand that the women would wear swimsuits in the pools. And so it became a big problem. And they had a lot of violence towards the women because these men from there, they felt like it was free game, right? And these women were attacked. And so instead of actually addressing that issue, what did Germany do? It said, oh, we're going to have separate swimming hours. So women can swim at this hour and men can swim at that hour. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So now you're going to let their culture dictate your culture? That's not right. But again, if you listen to all these activists that support the Palestinians and the BLM folks like Rashida Tlaib, what they would say is it's all about preserving your culture, right? And you're the victim, so your culture should definitely survive over those oppressors. And I would just say this, look, you go to Germany, you're German now. Learn to speak German and learn the culture. You can have your thing too. That's what we do in America, right? Or we used to. We used to be that so-called melting pot. Now we're just that really divided salad bowl. I mean, we're not even in a bowl, frankly. We're so divided. And people use this division for political purposes. They use this division to hate on others. And this is what you're seeing, a kind of bullying, where now the trans community can say, oh, well, if you don't fully accept us, if you don't agree that, somebody who was born as a biological male and was raised as a biological male for the majority of their life ought to be able to swim in the same pool against a biologically born female and win the blue ribbon against her and beat every single record, well, then you're somehow transphobic. You're the bad guy. And then they bully. They bully the so-called bad guy that might just be, or girl, just trying to defend women. Notice how women keep getting shortchanged in all of this. Anyway, there's a crossover there that I think we need to be extremely aware of and extremely sensitive to. And Kissinger's right. Like, what's going to need to happen is somebody in the Middle East is going to have to take the Palestinian refugees in. I think it ought to be Iran under the circumstances. What do you think? Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.